I'm going to be playing some Destiny in the background while I discuss this issue or this topic with me. In my last video, I did say that I would discuss the recent Bungie weekly update and their new policy on Trials of Osiris and cheating, and also I would discuss Trials of Osiris itself. So my thoughts on Trials of Osiris in general is that this Trials of Osiris was cool. It was spooky. It was definitely spooky. But it definitely relied a whole lot on, hunters, in my opinion. Like, in my honest opinion, hunters had a gigantic advantage, because they could go invisible for like 8 to 10 seconds, I think is what it is. I think it's like 8 seconds. And in my opinion, that's a little ridiculous. But it's okay because normally you have the radar to protect you against it. But now that you don't have the radar and there's no revives, you're pretty much screwed because these hunters can go invisible. And they're so hard to see, especially in Cauldron. They blend in with the color scheme on Cauldron so much. But anyways, so I found it spooky. I found it pretty, I found it to favor, I found it to favor hunters quite substantially, and found it to also favor using one-bang supers quite substantially as well. And what I mean by one-bang supers is a super that you can use just once, and that's it, is like a one-bang super. It's like a Nova Bomb, a Fist of Havoc, a Tether if you're not using Quiver, which, I mean, you should be, because Quiver sucks. But, so, like, one-bang supers are heavily favored, which is fine. You know, that's just the nature of how no radar works, is like, you don't want to pop a roaming super and then never find someone and then have it be wasted. That's obviously not something that you're going to want to ever have happen. So, no. So, yeah. Now on to the weekly update. Bungie stated that their new policy on cheating in PvP is now up, that they're working on bringing up a program that will automatically be able to detect whether someone is cheating or not, or like DDoSing, and will bring them to justice by banning them after their first offense. Or like, and what I mean by that, it's not like, they didn't say like they're going to ban people on their first offense, they're going to ban people on like their second or third offense rather than their first. Which to me sounds really dumb, and it probably sounds really dumb to you as well. What is the point in banning someone only after their second and third offense? You know, why not ban after their first? Well, I don't know. I don't know why Bungie seems to think that only banning on their second or third offense is okay, because it's not, but they seem to think it is. So, my issues with this is that, like I just said, I don't think you should be banning on second or third offense. I think if you cheat and hack and DDoS people out of the game, it should be a permanent ban immediately. If their program actually does exist, which a lot of fingers are pointing to the fact that it doesn't exist, because a lot of people are tracking these cheaters and are tracking these DDoSers, and they're still playing to this day. A lot of people are pointing fingers that it doesn't actually work, but if it does work, and if it does actually exist, then there should be no reason why you're not banning them immediately. There should be no reason why. And, because most likely, if you don't ban them immediately, you're probably never going to ban them. That's just how Bungie has been since cheating has started in their game, and since they've actively been looking out for cheating. They say they're going to ban people, but in reality they kind of don't. They never really do. I've never really heard an instance of them actually banning people from their game. It's been pretty rare for me. I've never seen it or heard it. So I hope I'm wrong, but I personally don't think that it's ever gonna happen. So my sense is Bungie just ban on first offense. Don't even bother waiting for successive offenses. Just ban on first offense. It doesn't matter if it's a one-time deal. It doesn't matter. They DDoS and cheated on the one-time deal. Who cares? It's it's not right, you know. And the other point that I want to make is that their program supposedly is on, but like it doesn't really seem to be working at all. Like it doesn't really seem to be like, because like there are these people on the forums that are going around claiming that they see these people with these insane trials records where it's like out of 100 games, like all of them had like one or two levers on the enemy team, like at all times, and like that's like a clear example that someone is obviously cheating, right? And Bungie is like, yeah, we see this, but we don't really care. And it's like, well, you should care, because if your automated program can't detect that, if your automated program cannot detect that someone is clearly cheating, then it is up to you, the developers, to be able to judge and say, alright, well, our automated program can't do this, so we're going to have to, and these guys are clearly cheating, so let's get rid of them. But Bungie is taking the stance of sort of like, yeah, we don't really care. We don't really care all that much. And there was a huge DDoS on Saturday of all these streamers and of all these people, like hundreds of Trials players and like a bunch of streamers, right? And one to note specifically is True Vanguard and KJ Hovey got DDoS at the same time, and KJ Hovey got it way worse than True Vanguard. He got DDoS like 3 or 4 times. But after going to Bungie on Twitter and tweeting to them and saying, hey, you know, do you notice that these guys are being DDoS right now? And they didn't really respond. They didn't really show any sense of concern. So it almost seems like Bungie isn't very concerned about the whole situation, that they don't really seem to care that much. Either they don't seem to care, or they're unnecessarily quiet about it. Anywho, that's just my opinion. I think Trials of Osiris was fun for if you like it being spooky, which I do. And their new banding system is pretty suck. So they should probably get to working on that. So anyways, hope you guys have a good rest of your Tuesday. It's weekly reset day today, so hope you guys enjoy. And I will see you guys in my next video, which will be about Rumble. I have decided that my next video talking about things will be about Rumble, because I have had it up to here, and I'm putting my hand on my forehead, signifying where up to here is. That Rumble is so dumb. I hate it so much. Anyways, hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will see you next time.
Got everything I could out of the sensor logs.
Nice job, Guardian. But we
still have to deal with Sepiks.
We no longer need the servitor, Shiro. I've seen enough to know the Fallen have restarted production of SIVA.